Heya folks, I am the Metal Gardener and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be going through my album collection. I've quite a lot of albums as you can see, so I might split this up into two parts. But most of these albums were either given to me or ones that I bought. A lot of them are ones I bought. So we're gonna start. I figured I would start off with some of the ones that really got me into metal. So Judas Priest, British Steel, a big old classic. Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. AC/DC, Back in Black. These were ones that were my dad's. I've kind of taken ownership of them. These are some really old ones. He got them when they first came out on disc. Probably my favorite song from this would probably be Breaking the Law, but I think that's probably everybody's favorite off of this album. I've got this one. Heaven and Hell is a really good song, but I really like Children of the Sea off of this one. And not sure what's my favorite one off of Back in Black. There are a lot of good ones. Okay, I'm kind of going through these in the order I had them up on my shelf, which is, I have them ordered sort of chronologically and by band. So next up we have Black Sabbath, Paranoid. That's a good classic. Fairies Wear Boots is probably my favorite one off of this album. It's kind of the cover picture on this isn't the best because I had it in a different case. It got messed up, so I had to print off the cover, the front and back cover. It was originally in a paper, one of those cardboard things. So it's that. I've got Ozzy, Ordinary Man. That's a good one. I got this, the day after it came out. I didn't even realize it had come out yet. I'm like, oh look, it's out. This is a good one. Probably my favorite off of this is Under the Graveyard. That's a good one. There are a lot of good songs. I'm not huge into rappers, but I do like the way that he worked with some of the rappers in this album. Moving on to more Ozzy. I've got Blizzard of Oz. Crazy Train is a good one off of this. Mr. Crowley is also a good one. Let's see here. Then we've got Firepower. This one kicks some serious butt. We've got so many good songs off of this. No Surrender is a really good one, and so is Spectre. Jeez, I can't pick a favorite one from this one. This one's a good solid album. Moving on, we have Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell. This one was one I found at a thrift store, and they're selling them for 50 cents. So, yeah, not sure exactly how old this one is, but comparing it to some of my other old ones, kind of the style of the... Here, there we go. If you look there, where it says compact disc, and kind of the way that the plastic feels makes me think it's another old one, but I don't know. No idea. Good one. Bat Out of Hell is a good song. Geez, I can't read that tiny little writing, but that's a good one. I've got one Alice Cooper album. This one is just a best of album. It has a lot of good songs on it. And the little pamphlet in it, I'm not going to take it out because I'm only using one hand and it's a pain to mess with. But it has some stories behind the different songs, which is neat. Like, so the story behind the song 18, kind of like if I remember right, it's about, man, I can't remember now. It's like kind of the weird mental state you're in at 18. I think you can easily pick that up, but there's an interesting story behind there. Might go over that later. I've got the first album I ever bought with my own money. Bought this, what? I don't remember, like 4 or 5 years ago. Holy Diver. This is a solid album. So many good songs. Rainbow in the Dark is a good one. Straight Through the Heart is one of my favorites, probably. Stand Up and Shout is another good one. Let me see. I've got yet more Dio. I've got Dream Evil. Another solid one. All the Fools Sailed Away is probably one of my favorites. Off of here. And I think, where is it? If I can, it has the lyrics for it, and I think it's kind of cool that it only has lyrics for this one song, but I do like that stylized A. And I love all the little detail, and you can see the little devil horns coming out under the bed. Little evil book. Murray up in the window. I think that's such a cool image, the way it fades. And how he kind of has the moon behind him like a halo, but he's, you know, demon. That kind of dichotomy there I think is neat. Moving on to yet another Dio. If you can't tell, I do really enjoy Dio. Lock Up the Wolves. Got this one a couple months ago. I think this is probably one of my most recent ones. Found a little CD store a couple towns over that's really nice. Walk on Water is probably my favorite one on here, and with all the Dio albums, I love the art style, and I like how it's it looks like a mix between sort of graphic design and also colored pencil to me. That's what it looks like to me. I'm not a huge 2D person, so I could be wrong there. We have Dio Classics. This is a bunch of different live songs, and then it has a couple bonus tracks. It has Push, Fevered Dreams, and Killing the Dragon. These are not live, but they're just versions on here that are also very good. So it's mostly live stuff, and it's definitely a good one. I think I got this one from Walmart, so you know, this is one I would highly recommend checking out if you have access to it. You might be able to find it online. So that's all the Dio I have, unfortunately, but we can move on to Iron Maiden. I have a lot of these. Number of the Beast and Peace of Mind were probably the first 2 Iron Maiden albums I got. And I think Hallowed Be Thy Name is probably my favorite off of this album. And I really like Where Eagles Dare. That's on this album, right? Yeah. And Flight of Icarus. And this one's just such a well-known album. This one, Number of the Beast, is more known, but they're more known songs off of Peace of Mind, which I think is interesting. Let me see. We've got Power Slave. I think this was a holiday gift a couple of years ago. Maybe last year. Aces High is probably my favorite one off of this. I like all the different versions of Eddie on all of the different albums. And I also have Fear of the Dark, Brave New World. I'll go over those in a bit. But the different ways they kind of change Eddie to fit the theme of the album. I'm going to have to reorganize my albums later. Fear of the Dark is another good one. Be Quick or Be Dead, Fear of the Dark. Probably my favorite ones off of here. From Here to Eternity is another good one. Good solid album. Brave New World has probably my favorite favorite Iron Maiden song of all time on it. Wicker Man, such a good one. If you ever get a chance to see Iron Maiden live, Wicker Man is a really good one to see live. Let's see, moving on to Metallica, we have Kill 'Em All. I think Whiplash is probably my favorite off of this, but Hit the Lights is also good. Good solid album, not my favorite Metallica album. By the way, I'm sorry if this whole video is seeming rather quick. I'm trying to get through 40-something albums. Might go into depth more on each band later. Ride the Lightning. It's a good, solid album. Doesn't have my favorite Metallica songs on it, but it's probably my favorite album. Kind of weird how that works, but like it has the most songs that I like on it, I think. But Escape is a good one. Fade to Black. For Whom the Bells Toll. Creeping Death. All good ones. This is another one that the back is kind of funky because it got all scratched up when I had a lot of these in paper cases, and I transferred a lot over because I was just tired of them getting scratched up. Master of Puppets. Probably my favorite song off of this one would be Sanitarium. Such a good song in my opinion. Yeah, there's so many good songs off of this one. We've got the Black Album. You can't really see, but it does have the Metallica logo there. It's really funky. You can kind of make out the snake there a little bit if I tilt it. Probably my favorite songs off of this are Sad But True and The Unforgiven. And yeah, I'm only about halfway through my albums, but I think I will stop this video here because I don't want to make it too long and have you guys have to sit through it. But I may go through more albums in the future and go into more detail on some of these, my thoughts on the albums I have by certain bands. So that's all I have for now. Thank you guys for watching. So go rock on, my friends, and go grow your interests.